Hello and welcome to 5 Minutes for 4 Weeks, Day 18, practicing yes as owner of a lonely heart. This is the beginning of the fourth final week of practice. An hour and a half in, I have a half hour left, 6 days left of practice. I am working on the verse, still a little bit challenging at this point, but I have a good understanding of it. The introduction at this point is not a problem, but I still do want to practice it, which takes around 30 seconds, leaving me around 4.5 minutes for the verse. At this point, what's the issue here? Practice transitions. Yeah, I think I've been doing okay with that. Actually, last time I remember now, this past Friday, I was able to play. Previously, I'd play measure 1, 2. I didn't have a difficulty getting back into measure 1, and then do 1, 2, and have difficulty getting back into 1 because it repeats like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, like that. I was able to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So I'm getting much better at it, and hopefully continue that momentum today as well. Haida, thank you for joining. Quotation of the day is we grow by helping others by sharing their lives. Share it? I don't think that means by sharing it with others. I think it means by like sharing it with them, like being a part of their lives. We grow by helping others by being part of their lives. I think that's what it means. Okay. And 5 minutes on the clock. Okay. If you're able to hear me, hope you're able to hear me. I'm using a smaller interface. Hopefully it's working. So I'm not plugged in, but hopefully it works nonetheless. Okay. Awesome. It means I can take a much smaller thing when I travel rather than the one I usually use. Okay. And I hear the music fine. Hopefully you don't hear the music well. Very good. Thank you. Let's get how to do that. I start this and I start that. Okay. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. All right. Good enough. Now up to here. Yeah. Making sure that's right. I haven't played this in 2 days. 3, 2, 2. Yeah. Slow them down a bit. Good. I'm stopping there just to break the momentum, see if I can do it again. Okay, I'll try playing that with the music. Slow down a bit though. 80%. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. How do I count that? It's 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay. So the end sounded probably bad, and it was full of mistakes. But the big feedback. The actual takeaway is that I was not able to play as much as correctly as I just did in the last 30 seconds. I tried like a week ago and totally lost my spot. Same speed, 80%, and I hit a lot of the notes correctly, which is a reflection of just the practice that I've done. So I was able to do a good job learning through the practicing the past week and a half or so. And yes, there were a lot of mistakes, but that was my second time trying to play it along with the music in the background. So I'm glad with the progress I just made, even though it didn't sound like much for someone who hasn't been following me. That actually was a really big deal for me. So glad I was able to do it that well. And over the coming days, I plan to continue trying to hone that. My schedule for the next week, Thursday and Friday, I plan on doing regular time, hopefully around 7:40 a.m. Eastern time. The next 3 days, I'm not sure exactly when they're going to be. Tomorrow's probably going to be sometime in the evening. And then the next 2 days, not sure. Probably Wednesday's probably going to be late morning, and Wednesday might be early. I'm not sure. Anyway, I can keep you all updated, anyone who's on the email list. Otherwise, you can just check in when you can. Thank you everyone who joined. Wishing you a reminder that there is a link in the description section with a list of songs from which you can make requests, apropos as I am in my last week of this song. Here, and wishing you all a great day and a great week. Thank you everyone who joined. And as always, until next time and beyond, keep practicing.